October 11th, 2025. The world wakes to a new reality in Humphreys County, Tennessee. The air is crisp, but the mood is heavy, as if the land itself is mourning. The sun, usually a symbol of hope and renewal, rises hesitantly, casting long shadows over a community forever changed. The sun rises over Humphreys County, Tennessee, but its light reveals only devastation. The once bustling industrial site is now a wasteland, its silence echoing the shock that still grips the town. The familiar landscape is unrecognizable, transformed overnight by disaster. Where the accurateenergeticsystemsbucksnorttn plant once stood, there's now a gaping wound, twisted metal and scorched earth. The heart of the community's industry has been ripped out, leaving behind only the skeletal remains of what was once a source of pride and livelihood for so many families. The air is thick with smoke and chemicals, a grim reminder of yesterday's explosion. Acrid fumes sting the eyes and throat, and a chemical haze lingers, making every breath a reminder of the danger that still lurks. The sky, once clear, is now streaked with gray, as if the heavens themselves are mourning. Cars are blackened shells, contorted and shattered, while the main building is reduced to rubble and ash. Personal belongings, once tucked safely inside, are now scattered and charred, silent witnesses to the chaos that erupted in an instant. The destruction is total, sparing nothing in its path. Silence hangs heavy, broken only by the crunch of boots on debris and the distant wind. The usual sounds of industry and life are gone, replaced by an eerie stillness. It's as if time itself has paused, holding its breath in the wake of tragedy. First responders move slowly, faces marked by determination and sorrow, searching through the monumental wreckage. Their protective gear shields them from the hazards, but not from the weight of what they're witnessing. Each step is careful, each movement deliberate, as they look for survivors, for answers, for closure. Every fragment tells a story of sudden loss. Pieces of machinery, office supplies, and personal mementos are scattered among the debris, each one a reminder of lives interrupted and futures altered in a single violent moment. This is no longer just a worksite, it's sacred ground, a place of remembrance. Flowers and candles appear at the edge of the ruins, left by trembling hands. Notes and photographs flutter in the breeze, tributes to those lost and to the resilience of those left behind. The shockwave was felt for miles, rattling homes and hearts alike. Windows shattered, doors blew open, and families huddled together in fear, unsure of what had happened or what might come next. The blast's reach extended far beyond the factory walls, touching every corner of the county. For locals, the sight of the smoke plume is burned into memory, a signal of profound grief and uncertainty. People gathered in the streets, watching the sky, searching for answers in the billowing clouds. Conversations are hushed, eyes are red, and the sense of loss is palpable. The scar on the land mirrors the one now carried in the hearts of the people here. The earth is blackened and raw, a physical wound that will take years to heal. But the emotional scars, those may last a lifetime, shaping the community's story for generations. Humphreys County will never be the same. In the days and weeks to come, the community will search for hope amid the ruins, drawing strength from each other as they begin the long, difficult journey toward healing and rebuilding. The memory of this day will linger, a reminder of both tragedy and resilience. In the wake of disaster, the first question is always, how many? 19 were reported missing, 19 families in agonizing suspense. Each missing person was a world of connections, and hope faded as hours passed. Sheriff Chris Davis confirmed the community's worst fears: 18 are believed lost. The process of notifying families is slow and heartbreaking. For many, the silence from a loved one's phone was confirmation enough. 18 futures, 18 voices, 18 empty chairs. This number now haunts the county. The loss is a stark reminder of life's fragility and the devastation of a single moment. The community now carries the weight of those 18 souls together. In crisis, we look to leaders. Sheriff Chris Davis is that leader for Humphreys County. Yesterday, he stood before his community, not just as sheriff, but as a man deeply shaken. His sorrow was visible, his words simple. It's gone. That phrase captured the totality of the destruction. Davis's honesty made the tragedy personal for everyone watching. He's not just policing, he's grieving with his neighbors. The burden on his shoulders is immense, leading the response, comforting the grieving, holding the community together. His empathy and visible grief reflect the collective sorrow of Humphreys County. Davis's focus remains on the families, offering compassion and steadiness in a storm of grief. His heavy heart is a symbol of the community's heartbreak. The Accurate-Energetic-Systems plant was more than just a building. It stood as a cornerstone of the local economy and a symbol of stability for the surrounding community. For decades, its presence shaped the lives of countless families, providing not only employment, but also a sense of pride and purpose to the small town nestled in the Tennessee hills. Each morning, workers from nearby towns and farms would arrive at the plant, ready to begin their shifts. The factory's hum was a familiar backdrop to daily life, and its steady operation meant security for many households. Generations of families relied on the plant, with parents and even grandparents passing down stories of their time working there. The plant specialized in the production of military-grade explosives, a responsibility that made its work both vital to national defense and inherently dangerous. The facility was known for its strict protocols and the high level of expertise required from its employees, who understood the gravity of their mission. Employees were highly trained, their work demanding precision, focus, and respect for the volatile materials they handled every day. The risks were ever present, but so was a sense of camaraderie and shared responsibility. A bond forged in the face of daily hazards, now tragically underscored by recent events. The magnitude of the blast that tore through the facility is a stark testament to the dangerous nature of the work performed there. Emergency crews rushed to the scene, confronting devastation that left the community reeling and the landscape forever changed. Safety was always a top priority at the plant, with rigorous protocols and constant training. Yet, even the most careful precautions can't eliminate every risk. This disaster is a sobering reminder of the unpredictable dangers faced by those working in such high-stakes environments. As investigators begin the painstaking process of determining what went wrong, the community's attention turns to those most affected. The immediate focus is on supporting grieving families and honoring the sacrifices made by the plant's workers. The loss of the plant is a devastating blow, not only to the local economy and the nation's defense infrastructure, but to the very fabric of the community. Yet, amid the shock and sorrow, it is the human tragedy that weighs heaviest on everyone's hearts. At the heart of Accurate Energetic Systems were its people, dedicated, skilled, and deeply connected to one another. Now, as the community gathers to mourn and remember, their legacy endures in the memories and stories shared by those left behind. Amid darkness, even a small ray of hope matters. 19 were feared missing, but then, a correction. One person was found safe at home. For one family, the nightmare ended in relief. This moment of gratitude didn't change the tragedy for others, but it was a brief respite. The confusion of disaster often leads to shifting reports. Every person accounted for was a small victory. The safe return was a testament to the diligence of officials. Joy for one family is bittersweet, existing alongside deep sorrow for the rest. Even in tragedy, hope can be found in unexpected places. Tragedy can tear apart, but it can also bind together. In Humphreys County, grief is personal. These were neighbors, friends, family. The sense of loss is everywhere. Businesses display support, churches open doors, memorials appear. In small towns, a loss for one is a loss for all. The emotional shockwave is as powerful as the physical one. Disbelief and sorrow fill the streets. Everyone knows someone affected. This interconnectedness makes the pain deeper, but also strengthens the community. People check on neighbors, bring food, offer comfort. In crisis, they come together, sharing the burden of grief. The road ahead is uncertain, but they face it united. Humphreys County stands together through the darkest days. Behind the number 18 are real lives, mothers, fathers, sons, daughters. Each had dreams, routines, and loved ones left behind. The focus now shifts to personal stories, adding depth to the tragedy. Sheriff Davis knows 3 of the families, underscoring the community's closeness. His grief is both professional and personal. Families are navigating a world turned upside down, mourning under a national spotlight. The community rallies around them, offering support in every way possible. As names emerge, the lost become more than numbers. They become faces and memories. Honoring their lives is essential for healing. The true measure of this disaster is in the lives cut short and families forever changed. As shock fades, uncertainty settles in. Recovery teams face dangerous emotional work at the blast site. Families wait in agony for final answers. A massive investigation begins. What happened, and could it have been prevented? The search for answers will be long, and the community must live with uncertainty. The plant's loss leaves a hole in the local economy, affecting many families. Economic recovery will be another challenge, even as emotional wounds remain fresh. For victims' families, the future is unrecognizable, filled with grief and unanswered questions. Emotional recovery will be the hardest journey. Community support will be vital for years to come. In the face of unimaginable loss, Humphreys County's spirit endures, shining through even the darkest of times. This is a place where the land itself seems to echo the resilience of its people, where every sunrise brings a renewed sense of hope and determination. Instead of crumbling under the weight of tragedy, the community unites with unwavering resilience and deep compassion. Families gather, friends support one another, and neighbors become pillars of strength, proving that together they can weather any storm. Acts of kindness ripple through the county, volunteers working tirelessly, local businesses stepping up to help, and prayer vigils lighting the night. These moments of generosity and solidarity are weaving the community back together, thread by thread. The path to healing will be long, and the scars, both seen and unseen, will remain. The pain of loss is real, and those who are gone will never be forgotten. Their memories live on in every act of remembrance and every shared tear. Yet, this tragedy will also be remembered for the unity and love that emerged from heartbreak. In the aftermath, people found strength in each other, forging bonds that will last a lifetime. Neighbors help neighbors, strangers become friends, and hope persists even when the future feels uncertain. Every small act of kindness is a step toward rebuilding not just homes, but hearts. The spirit of Humphreys County is tested, but never broken. Determination and pride are visible in every face, every gesture, and every banner that proclaims, "We are strong." Amid devastation, hope is visible, in the tireless efforts of first responders, in comforting embraces, and in the quiet strength that carries people through the hardest days. The community refuses to be defined by its darkest day. Instead, they choose to stand together, to lift each other up, and to look forward with courage and faith. The road ahead is long and uncertain, but they will walk it together, step by step, drawing strength from one another and from the land they call home. Their unbreakable spirit is a light in the darkness, a beacon that guides them forward and inspires all who witness their journey. Even after the storm, the sun will rise again over Humphreys County, bringing with it new hope, new beginnings, and the promise that together they will heal.